Hello everyone, and welcome to another game of World of Warships. Today it's once again one of my replays, and I'm in the Montana, a tier 10 US battleship. I'm on the map Shatter in the 3-point domination game. So it's a pure tier 10 battle, and there is exactly one destroyer. Obviously, there are lots of raiders, like, what do we have here? 6 raiders and a carrier. So my division mate Viper in the Daring will not have a good game. We can pretty safely assume that at this point. Also keep in mind, like, a Daring has 10km torpedoes and not very long range guns, and you know, a lot of those raiders are 12 kilometers, so he's probably not being able to use any of his armament while staying safe from Soviet raider, not to mention dodging planes, and you know, the few US raiders mixed in just spice things up. Now there's a torpedo wall coming this way. Puerto Rico here is taking a few, but you know, I mean, it's not like our side is any less scary in that way. We have 2 Puerto Ricos here, we have Nevsky here. And well, I'm just shooting a Salem here. Well, this wasn't so exciting. Now, the Montana is a ship that has been around for a long time, and I mean, she might not be the best tier 10 battleship, but I think she is still doing alright these days. Now, the enemy Shimakaze is, well, trying to run away. He's being spotted by a carrier, he's probably also raided, and he is experiencing that it's not a very good time to be a destroyer these days. After the release of a new raider ship line, and well, there he goes. No more enemy destroyers. On the bright side, it's not the worst time to be a battleship, because, you know, there are lots of cruisers to shoot at, and quite a few of those haven't learned to launch a broadside, it looks like. I mean, currently don't have a broadside to shoot at, but you know, it might happen. And you know, I have realized that the number of Smolensk has been drastically reduced, because a lot of cruiser players are probably just grinding the new Russian cruisers. So that's good. Now, on the right side of the map, we have a Des Moines that just takes this cap unopposed. It looks like, well, our carrier is trying to intercept this Des Moines, so he might be able to delay that. Our team is very passive, the enemy team is a standoff there, opposite side. And well, I'm just slightly pushing forward here. I mean, in the absence of most battleships, it's definitely up to me to show some presence here at the front line and be in front of my cruisers here. And I should probably not be showing so much broadside to that Moskva. Now the thing is, I'm slowing down here because I want to get another salvo on the Salem and sink the Salem. But I'm, like, the Moskva has already switched to armor piercing because he is, well, he wants to punish my broadside. And exactly. You see, that was a nice hit by the Moskva, it was expected, but I think it was worth it because we got rid of the Salem. Now the Tsao has torpedoes, something to watch out for. And there is also a Kremlin. I mean, I wanna be in the front line, but I'm not necessarily... don't necessarily just wanna charge in like a madman. Because our sides here are pretty even, you know, I have 3 cruisers as backup, the Kremlin has 3 cruisers as backup. I do have my friend in the Daring here, but like, I'm not sure if he will be able to contribute into this firefight because he has to dodge still 2 raiders around there. But my division mate is going to take the A camp, which is nice because we have given them the C cap for free. I mean, while we are 2 ships ahead, so that's lovely. Also, just a side note, I do like the Halloween camo on the Montana, which comes probably as a surprise to no one because I like weird camos. So there is that. And there we go, broadside Tsao. Well, I should probably angle a bit more against the Kremlin though. Otherwise this... But then again, like, this island here has a very high peak, so that might just stop some return fire from the Kremlin right now. And it also gives me an opportunity to turn back there if I want to. Now the thing is, my cruisers are pushing rather aggressively, and there could be an argument to be made for me to just charge straight through here at them. But we are trying to get the Cap Viper is getting interrupted, it looks like. And I really should be more concerned about that Kremlin here. Got a nice little into the Moskva though. So, I mean, despite my abysmal angling that enemy team isn't abusing, what am I going to do next year? Well, probably punishing a broadside here. Seems like the thing to do. I'm kind of moving into a position, well, there we go, that's devastating strike even.
Our team has taken the lead.
Like, my division mate has given up on the Aetam. I was still hoping that he could grab this cap, and there was no point in charging those 3 enemy ships. It feels like, you know, that my team is probably not helping, and the Montana is, well, not following charge that much. The thing is, the Montana isn't the best brawler. Like, a Kurfürst might be a different story. But right now, I feel like it's best to stay in mid-range and just use my guns, because it's working pretty nicely so far. I've still tanked a bit of damage, I'm still sort of the front line, and I'm trying to stick close to caps. Now, Viper is trying to take the B cap, but it was never gonna happen. It's basically he's been harassed by the carrier this entire time while dodging a few raiders. So there is that. Now, I might actually be able to sneak into A and take A myself. Because, you know, why not? And maybe I should have shot here even though he disappeared already.
Our team has taken the lead.
I'm not really getting a good shot at the Moscow, which is a shame, because it would have been quite lovely. Now it looks like the carrier is coming for me now, which makes sense. I mean, I'm inside the cap and I'm a pretty big target. Our destroyer has been dealt with. So, the enemy is trying to take the center. I mean, the enemy has lost a lot of ships at this point, so, you know, this is probably going to be a win despite our lack of objectives. And I'm going to eat lots of fish because that's just how I roll. So, but, you know, might be some opportunity to sink Genevsky. I shouldn't be showing too much broadside here. Obviously, I wanted to use my rear guns. But, you know, armor piercing of those Russians can be pretty scary. And the carrier is back. Although the carrier is going for our cruiser, I think, this time. Now, our team is flipping the sea cap and is moving in strongly from the other side, while the enemy is just having a party at this island with the carrier. For some reason. Like, I'm not sure why the enemy was so passive here on our flank. I mean, probably good for us. They were crushed on the other side, so the left flank had an opportunity. Well, I think like the left flank of the enemy side should have done more. I mean, the Kremlin, they had arguably the better brawler, and we were pretty even ship-wise. So there is that. Meanwhile, let's see if we can get ourselves another lovely cruiser there. Carrier's coming in, but he's getting low on planes. And that means 4 enemy ships sunk. Now I'm 1 shy of a Kraken, but probably not gonna happen. Got another heal going on here. The thing is, I don't have anyone to shoot at. They're all behind this island. Maybe I can flip this camp at least. So let's unlock the camera. And marvel at this lovely camo. Obviously, your taste might differ. And let's speed this up. Can I get shots at something else? No, they're going to sink that midway before I come around this island. And that will be a victory. And here we are with the results. And the Montana is still doing well in 2020. You know, the Montana might not be the strongest ship around, but I think she can still do fine. And, you know, she can still be a joy to play. So I hope you enjoyed watching this, and I'll see you guys next time.